What's up, guys? So we are in Vlogmas day 22. I can see the light at the end of the road. Just a little bit. I know, I'm a fool. But anyway, so today I'm going to come to you guys with my December reading list. Backstory. So I try to read at least 2 books a year, 1 book every 6 months. I know that might seem whack, but I know a lot of people that don't read at all. So I'm trying to live my best life the best way I can. And I've been falling off. This past year I did meet my goal, and last year I believe I met my goal, but for about 4 years or 3 years, which was somewhat during my college time, I was not reading as much. So I'm trying to get back into reading more, but now I'm actually going to try to read a book a month and see how that works out. I have high hopes, you know, going into the new year. You know, we have those new year, new me people. I'm gonna be one of them. I'm gonna be one that's gonna try to read a book a month. Now I have a secret on how I can get that down, but maybe I'll actually be playing myself, so maybe I won't do that, but we'll see. Anywho, this is going to be a very informal video. This is just a sit down talk that I wanted to do with you guys and kind of, you know, just go over some of the books that I've been reading. I'm not going to give away like what happened in the book, but just mention some of the books that I've been reading this month, or actually last month too. So this is kind of like a cheater, but this counts, so it all counts. So don't judge me, don't at me. You know, I've been watching All Def Digital, and ever since I saw Doughboy saying don't at me, bro, I've been using it. So we just gonna roll with it. So anyway, the first book I'm gonna show you is Hallie, Ephron, Come and Find Me. This book, oh, I guess I should mention that I love mystery and suspense novels as well. So I'm not into the romance part of my life yet. I'm just not there yet, but I love mystery stories, and I'm starting to get into biographies as well. So if you guys have any suggestions on books, please let me know, and I will go purchase them and read them and give a review on them as well. But yes, Come and Find Me. So I'm gonna read actually the little summary on the back. Not all of it, but just some of it, so you can get an idea of what it is. I actually enjoyed this book. It definitely had me wanting to come back and read more. I would read this on like my 15-minute breaks at work. If I had time in the evening, I would come home and like read for about 30 minutes or 15 minutes or even 5 minutes, you know, just something to get me through this book as quickly as possible so I could see what it was in the end. And those are the books that I like to read. Like, if you had me wanting to come back and read more, then you did it. You did it for me. So big ups to Hallie Ephron on this book, because it was really good. Now, let me just give you like a little quick summary, mini thing on the back. So reformed hacker Diane Highsmith hasn't left her house in over a year. That's already like bomb. Like, why she didn't leave her house? Okay, my bad. Not since she watched the man she loved fall to his death in the Swiss mountains. Now a grief-stricken recluse, she runs a thriving internet security company from her home, meeting with clients in Otherworld, an online virtual reality platform where she lives as her avatar, Nadia. The only 2 people Diana has seen live in the past 12 months are her sister Ashley and her UPS driver guy. But when Ashley vanishes, Diana is forced to do the unthinkable, to brave both the outside and her own personal demons to find her missing sister. So I feel like I picked this up in the airport actually. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I picked this up in the airport, and I pick up a lot of books in the airport. Like when I'm traveling, like half the books I have, I've picked up like in the midst of traveling because I like to read, and I just feel like, you know, once you go to one of those little airport convenience stores and you see like a wall of books, I'm like, which one can I pick up? Not sure if it makes a difference in price, but I mean, I still go to Barnes and Nobles and stuff like that too. Shoot, I picked up books out of Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree. Oh, you know what? I picked this up at a Dollar Tree. That's what it was. I was walking around and they had like a whole thing of books on the side, like last minute must go, but they were like 50 cents or whatever. That's where I got this from. See, you can pick up a book from anywhere. Oh my God. Well, there it is. But anyway, I just gave you guys a quick summary, and I hope that makes you guys want to pick it up. I'll show you what the book looks like if you want to find it on Amazon or anywhere like that. I'm telling you, it is a good book, and I don't know. And I should give this away. I should give it away. I have a lot of books. Maybe I'll do a giveaway and give away some of these books. So we'll see. We'll see in the near future. But let's move on to book number 2. So I don't know if I'll be cheating with this, but this is for those who don't want the commitment of a full book. 50 great short stories. And I picked this up out of Barnes and Noble. Actually a coworker had reminded me about this. I don't want to say told me about it, but I saw him reading on his lunch break, and I was asking him, hey, what are you reading? And he was like, oh, it's the short stories book. I think his had 100. It was 50 or 100. It wasn't this exact book, but it was either 50 or 100. And I was like, oh my goodness, like that would be amazing, like to not have that commitment. So sometimes on my lunch break I can zip through a quick one of these, and I have read 4. I read 4 short stories out of this book, and it is amazing, by the way. So some of the authors, I'll just read that out because there's no summary, since there are like 50 great short stories. But some of the authors in this book, Ernest Hemingway, Dorothy Parker, Catherine Mansfield, Rudyard Kipling, John O'Hara, Thomas Wolfe, Frank O'Connor, Edith Wharton, John Steinbeck, James Joyce, and it just goes on from there. So this is a really good, I want to say Edgar Allan Poe is somewhere in here. He should be. Now I'm curious. Yes, Edgar Allan Poe, The Mask of the Red Death. So that's in here as well. And I love me some Edgar Allan Poe. Let me tell you, I don't know if this is a nerd blog or what, but yes, I like Edgar Allan Poe. That was one of the things I did like about English, was the reading portion. You can keep all that past participle, future tense, all the other stuff, but I do like to read. I will say that. That would have been the only reason I signed up for AP English, but I did not. I did do AP Math, but I did not do AP English. That would have been too much for your girl. But yeah, so this is the book that I have, and I actually picked this up at a Barnes and Noble. It is edition by Milton Crane, so be sure to check that out if you like. Maybe when I finish this, I'll also add this to the giveaway list if you guys would be interested in it. So yeah, be sure to pick this up. It's awesome. Okay guys, so the next book, I actually don't have the physical book because I gave it to someone to use, but I'll put a picture over here so you can see what it looks like, and it is on Amazon, so you can also check that out. I'll try to remind myself to link it down in the description box. Actually, I might link all the books down in the description box so it can be easier for y'all to find if y'all are interested. So yeah, But anyway, it's called The Anatomy of Peace. And you guys, this book is one of those books excuse me, where it gives you like a picture inside of yourself. Like, it's like holding up a mirror and you're looking at the reflection of you. And I say that because the general summary of that book is, there are these parents that are having communication issues with their kids, so they go off to this place in, I want to say it's Arizona, like this camp type place, to try to mend the families back together. And it was following this dad and his son, and it was this other young lady. Like, it was really there, but it's kind of like an overview, like you're listening to it from someone that's watching in on it. And the teacher, he goes over these different steps, these different phases, you know, day by day. And one thing that stuck out to me in that book was that you cannot be at peace when your heart is at war. And that was like, I was like, oh my God, that's so true. You try to think to yourself like, dang, that's common sense, but sometimes you actually need to see it somewhere else for it to be common sense for you, at least in my case. And so reading through the different steps, he like shows you a reflection of yourself. And I don't want to say I'm not very quick to anger, like temper tantrum, but sometimes, and he mentions in this book as well, sometimes we are slow to listen and quick to speak, and you don't allow the other party to get out what they need to say. And you can't speak to someone when your heart isn't there. Like, and I've learned that, you know, I'd rather just take time away, step myself back from the situation, calm down, and then come and speak to you. Because otherwise, you know, sometimes people say what they don't mean just in the heat of the moment. They're angry. And I don't know, that is an amazing book, and I might need to contact that person and tell them to send that book back, because I don't even think that they're I think they're done reading it. So I might have that person send that book back. And that was one of those books where, you know, you're taking, I highlighted, you know, tabbed different sections and everything. Like, that was an awesome book. And that book came from the airport. So wait, so I got a book from Dollar Tree, I got a book from Barnes & Noble, and that book came from the airport. I know for sure, because I was traveling from Chicago when I lived in the Midwest. So that was, y'all, I would highly suggest, if I were to do a top recommendation out of those 3 books I just said, The Anatomy of Peace would be number 1. Then Hallie Ephron's Come and Find Me would be number 2, and Great Short Stories would be number 3. And this is only number 3 because, I mean, it's not like you're reading a full book. These are like mini stories, so you can read them in like 15 minutes or so. And if you can only read them in 15 minutes or so, I'm not sure why I'm not done with this book. Don't at me. But anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this simple, not simple, what am I talking about? Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this sit down video of me just talking about my December book reading list. I'll try to remember to do this every month, or I'll try my best to do it every month. This month was a little bit easy, and I have other books also that I've read that I have over there, so I could also give you like a quick little review or my thoughts on those books as well. And I might actually get into doing a giveaway for those books, because I mean, I've read them, so I have no reason to hold on to them. So that might be in the near future. But anyway, you guys, hope you enjoyed this video. This is Vlogmas day 22. I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas day 23. Bye.